morning, and welcome to episode 756 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, August 24th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. I'm Will. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, all four of the boys in the house today to talk a little stonks, hot dogs, politics, and international stuff. Anything I missed there? Topic list?
I mean, if you did, we'll get to it.
Yeah, we're going to get to it. I mean,
We will, but the point
like
of the topic list is that so people can know what's going to be said later because the show's an hour.
Let's say
you were that's how it works.
Let's say you were like us, like 80-ish% accurate, and maybe there's a little bit of surprise coming. You were mostly accurate, yeah.
Am I going to give you a completely 100% factual, accurate description of what's going on with the infrastructure bill? No,
not ever.
Is it going to be 80% accurate? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
okay, I like it. Don't forget, download the Green Room app by Spotify. We're on there live every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. I was thinking 5 live at 5, and then it mixed it up in my brain. It is What the Fuck Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Eastern, live on the Green Room app by Spotify. What's the topic this week? Do we know? Yeah,
let's come up with that. Let's decide right now on the fly. So we did masturbation stories, went swimmingly. Mm-hmm. We did work stories, was really good too. What about?
I suggested worst breakup stories to Eric this morning. So like worst breakup stories.
College stories, yeah, breakup stories.
Worst breakup stories.
That's depressing. That's going to be a depressing show.
A real fun time.
Yeah, Wes likes the dark ones.
I don't know about that.
There could be some funny ones in there though. Breakups.
Share your misery.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Hump Day by reliving the worst experiences
right,
of your
life. You can win a free T-shirt if you don't kill yourself.
Is a death a breakup?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what.
Yes, it
Tentatively, worst breakups. DM us at Hard Factor News on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere, YouTube. If you've got some suggestions on what this week's What the Fuck.
Or drunkest college.
Tentatively,
I'm not talking like the fucking like your whole. I'm talking about if someone broke up with you in a real fucked up way.
Any breakup with me is breaking up with me in a fucked up way.
No, I think we got. It's I think we got it, Wes.
I got cheated on.
You guys make it sound like people are going to be pouring their hearts out. Like I lost her. She was the one.
Oh yeah, she texted me.
That's not what I'm looking for.
I just proposed to her. I mean, it's going to be a lot of stuff like that.
It's the attention you invite with that kind of topic.
Bonus points if she cheated on you with a friend of yours.
Yeah.
Yes. 2 T-shirts.
You just want to feel good that you hadn't gone through any of these, or do you have a good one?
Oh no, I've gone through some terrible.
You got some good ones. Okay, that's good.
All right, so 2 topics.
Fine, we won't do it. Jesus.
No, I mean we might. That's the that is the tentative. But again, DM at Hard Factor News.
Okay.
Anywhere social media is sold, to let us know. Different topic. All right. Anything else, boys, before we hop in? Time for a cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Holidays, history, trending news. August 24th, and the holidays are up first. It is can opener day, which is interesting because it's like both the kitchen utility and the jump off the diving board. So
huge piece of equipment.
Whoa.
I
didn't even think about that.
Yeah, dual purpose. You think they have it in the summer?
Yeah.
You think something must have gone wrong between Big Can Opener and Big Can when Big Can started dropping those cans of soup with the pop tops, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thereby making the can opener obsolete on certain cans, right? And they had a good thing going. I just imagine it was a schism, probably like someone died, some sort of inheritance dispute, I assume.
They'll never get rid of the can opener. They're trying to cut Big Can Opener out, but they can't because they have the odd-shaped cans. I was just at Costco, and let me tell you, there's plenty of like large industrial-sized cans that you have to have a can opener. Mm-hmm. There's no other way to open those things.
If you're part of the Quiver movement and you have like 45 kids, yet you need to buy things in gigantic cans.
Just because Campbell's turned their back on the can opener, I mean, you think Wolf brand chili's ever going to shell out the extra money for the pop top? No.
Yeah. Large cans of black olives will ever go to the pop top.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, can opener day. And plus, Pat, though, if
Campbell's,
if they do ever get rid of the can opener for good, they will still have the dive off the diving board. So can opener day, pretty big one.
Restaurants will keep it in business.
It's true.
It's also International Day Against Intolerance. It's pretty important. International Strange Music Day. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait, I didn't read that whole one. International Day Against Intolerance, Discrimination, and Violence based on musical preferences, lifestyle, and dress code. Wow. That's a day.
Right.
Oh, that's an actual day.
Everything else is in play.
That doesn't roll off the tongue. Someone got that whole thing in.
Kids getting beat up for listening to New Wave?
International Day Against Intolerance, Discrimination, and Violence based on musical preferences, lifestyle, and dress code.
Now, Wes, you submitted for Hard Factor Day. Was there a character limit? Did you notice like a character limit when you were typing in the form?
I did not notice a character.
Okay, maybe they should get a character limit.
I didn't get there though, so I don't mind. It might exist.
It links up with the next one, International Strange Music Day. So it's just all the strange people saying that you should never discriminate against us because we're strange.
It's their day.
Yeah,
I mean,
strange.
Do they mean like it's your right to not hang out with someone because you don't like the music they listen to? I mean, are people's asses getting kicked for? Also, like that's a major offense.
That's what they're
gay
saying.
people.
They're implying
right, which is a
that
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Some people say, right, but music choice is very different.
Well, they're lumping it in. They're also lumping in dress code with that. So
look at those idiots dressed like flock of seagulls. Kick their ass.
it's real.
Yeah. Look at those gay people choosing to be gay.
Time.
That lifestyle of theirs.
Yeah.
That's the worst day we've ever
It's an
read.
alternative lifestyle.
Knife Day.
Nice.
Way better and more easy to understand than those last two.
Nice. Take your knife and go stab those losers that are dressed like idiots listening to crappy music.
It's like having bicycle day and unicycle day on the same day. Like can opener day and knife day.
Those guys have all the knives, though. If you try to bring a knife to
true.
a fight with those guys, they got bigger. They got more knives than you, guarantee.
They have bobby pins.
The strange
They got
music people.
switchblades.
But Pat's, it's a good point though, Pat. Like it's like a
Yeah.
Swiss Army knife day because you have the knife and then you have the can opener. It's like real outdoorsy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird day.
Now knife them.
It's a lot going on.
I don't like the style of music you listen to.
It's pretty important. Yeah, you were criticizing mine, Pat. What do you got a problem?
Yeah,
That's
but I'm not-
you love Pearl Jam,
But I'm not
True.
gonna. I'm just gonna take the phone from you at the party. I'm not gonna kick your ass. Like,
you can't
like,
today though. You
No, I
can't
know.
even take
Like
the phone
see
today.
try.
Today is like a not. You got to let them ride. Yeah.
Well, I'm psychological warfare. I build a contingent against you by being like, man, doesn't Will's music suck? And then before you know it,
No, my music's great.
Don't worry
The
about it.
only band that people really give me shit
For
about
trucker,
that I
clearly you
dislike
got to 'em.
is Pearl Jam. I really am not a Pearl Jam fan. Are you a big Pearl Jam
me
guy,
neither,
Pat?
Willie. We can agree on that. We can agree on
wow.
that. Not a Pearl Jam guy.
I love Pearl Jam. Come on. Don't bully me today because of Pearl Jam. Let us all teach their own.
National Peach Pie Day. Yeah, right. It's Strange Music Day, Mark. We can all like what we want today. National Peach Pie Day. National Waffle Day. National Waffle Iron Day. Pluto Demoted Day, so the day that Pluto became not a planet. Shooting Star Day. Vesuvius Day. We'll talk about more of that in the history in a second. Waze Goose Day. Weather Compliant Day. And William Wilberforce Day. So
What's up with rubbing it in Pluto's face that today was the day they got demoted? Isn't it enough? Isn't it enough that you won? Yeah, submitted by Neptune. Like, why the fuck
Probably.
do they have to? Yeah.
probably so.
My mom made the most pathetic peach dessert while I was home. It was just pathetic. It was like just peaches with like crumble on top of it, and then she put it in the oven for like 30 minutes. It was.
You saying that because she called you fat?
Yeah, this is payback for her calling you fat.
Maybe, but it was a terrible, terrible effort at a peach whatever she called it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's probably a healthy dessert.
It's awful.
You forced her hand there, Wes.
I didn't even go for seconds.
Coming
That's how
home as
bad it
fat
was.
as you did, you forced her hand.
She had to get the shitty peaches, no whipped cream.
It was
You're still her
definitely
son, you know?
It was definitely the
None.
stevia instead of sugar that ruined it. Wes.
Yeah.
It was awful.
The whole house was pissed at you, Wes.
You have yourself. Only have yourself to blame for that one.
Here's some double XL shirts for you that don't fit me anymore.
Oh man,
Don't fit you. Did I tell you what else she did?
they
When
let
she
it
was
out thick.
f-
Yeah, the
folding
36, the 36
Yeah.
waist. Are these you or your father's? Oh, 36 must be your father's.
Can't be yours.
Damn.
She got you.
You
twice.
could, Yeah, she's like, you couldn't even fit one leg in here.
She was folding the laundry in front of me, and she held up a pair of boxers. Was like, "Are these yours?" And then she's 36. Oh no, these aren't yours. You're clearly out
Wow.
of 36.
Wow.
Nowhere
she got
close.
You good.
She's like, She's like, how many sizes away from this are you, actually?
Have some more peach dessert.
Yeah. She's in your head, though. It worked.
Yeah.
Certainly did.
Yeah, you're about to lose a ton of weight.
It always does.
Shit. All right, we got to keep going. Today in history, August 24th. In the year 79, this is Vesuvius Day, August 24th was a day that Mount Vesuvius erupted in Italy, instantly destroying the ancient city of Pompeii.
Actually 79.
Yeah, the year 79 AD, yeah. Or
a long time ago, yeah.
In 410, the Visigoths took Rome. So I guess that was like the fall of the Roman Empire, but still they had the Holy Roman Empire after that. So, I mean, like, it's still, I don't know, fall of one part of it. In 1821, the Treaty of Cordoba gave Mexico independence from Spain. Big day for Mexico. In 1949, the NATO alliance went into effect. Big day for all of North America and Europe. And in 2011, Steve Jobs sadly resigned from Apple, dying less than 2 months later. So, big day, August 24th. Lots of holidays, lots of history. So, trending news, number 6, a sad one to start it off. Rest in peace to former NHLer Jimmy Hayes. Sadly, he was found dead in his home in Milton, Massachusetts on Monday by police. He was only 31 years old, and he's the younger brother of Philadelphia Flyer Kevin Hayes. He's also got a wife and kids he's left behind. Super sad. R.I.P. and condolences to the family. So they didn't have any details, just about exactly what happened. So you can assume not good how young he was, 31. In happier sports news, Tony Finau won his first PGA tournament in nearly 2,000 days, much to Wes's delight, who bet on him. So
that's right. Gaylord and I took home the win, plus 5,000. Patreon.com/hardfactor. Could have been you too.
What'd you put on it? How many unis?
$50.
That's $2,500.
Yeah, but I hedged in the end because he was in a playoff with Smith, so I hedged to make sure I cashed out, but I still
should have been all of
took home a pretty nice chunk.
It was still a 4-figure payday.
That it was.
We got to start right.
And what made you want that guy?
He was
plus 5,000.
Like Will said, long over.
He's been betting on him for a while.
He's had eight second place finishes in like the last fucking year. So he was due.
We really got it. I don't. My problem is I don't even know how to bet on golf. Like I'll see your picks and then I don't even understand what tournament to click on in the app to figure out how.
You know who's due now is Cameron Smith and probably Phil Connors. Those guys are dancing all over it.
Corey, yeah.
The Connors guy.
Yeah, Corey Connors. Yeah, he's been due for a while.
He's due.
The
Canadian.
Neil knows Ned.
He's good.
Same one. Number 5, crypto is doing well across the board. Cardano, also called ADA, is particularly taking off, up another 12% on Monday alone. Should have probably put all my Litecoins into Cardano. But
I aped in so hard.
But everything's
after
doing good.
Elon Musk crashed Bitcoin with his shit talking about it being not environmentally friendly. I took out a loan to buy Cardano.
Mm-hmm. Well, good.
Yep.
Well, now
another tip you could have gotten in crypto.
How high do you think Cardano's going to go?
I don't know. I'm double now.
I'm already doubled as well. It's going to go much higher.
I've tripled Cardano.
Yeah, you triple West? Yeah.
You think it's going to go
early.
Yeah.
Think it's going to go to 100?
No, the market cap is it's already like like billions of dollars. So if it goes to 100, it would be like insane market cap. So I think it'll get to 5 easily, 10 hopefully, 15 probably. But I mean, once the smart contracts roll out on September 12th, hopefully when Alonzo launches, that is going to be big, and that's why it's been going up because everyone is.
Can you guys see me?
No, you turn your camera
sure
off.
can't.
No, I
We're
didn't.
using a new recording.
No, it did not.
Software.
Didn't turn the camera off. It just turned me off itself.
Well, it doesn't like Mark apparently. See,
We're testing a new system.
This is not good.
Now he's gone.
Mark's rejoining. He'll be right back. We're gonna keep it going.
It's not good.
Get him back.
Maybe the 18
guys.
The reason might be because there's 18 crypto regulation bills floating around Capitol Hill. Perhaps all that regulation is actually a good thing for the markets in the end. Who'd have thunk it?
Maybe not as bad as they think.
I don't know. I'm just gonna get a Cardano shirt, maybe a Cardano tattoo.
If it keeps going up, yeah. I mean, like I was saying, if I had just shifted all of my Litecoins over to Cardano, my portfolio would be way better today. If I had done that all at the basement when I was making moves.
I could almost afford a car
Nice.
Dono from the Cardano.
Nice.
Same here.
There you go. So. Okay, number 4, Newsweek. They published an article by Scott Dworkin, who is he's of the Democratic.
That's a dorky name.
Yeah, well, he's big time dork. Look at his picture.
Scott Dworkin.
Scott Dworkin. Newsweek's opinion article. Stop blaming Biden for Afghanistan. He's cleaning up Trump's mess. An opinion by that guy, Scott Dworkin. Check out his picture while it's hot. It's pretty not great. He's of the Democratic coalition against Trump, and he wrote that article that blames Trump, naturally, for what's happening in Afghanistan. And then he pushed it with the hashtag Respect Biden on Twitter, which gathered tens of thousands of tweets, but included plenty of jabs at Biden as well. Taking it to the internet, I want to show you both sides of it. First, I found one of the more hilarious rant guys that I've seen in politics recently, and here is a look at what one of the pro-Biden tweets would be on this hashtag. So here it is. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the video up for you guys.
Have you ever noticed that our country is safer when the president gets up in the morning, puts their fucking shoes on, and does their fucking job, making the tough decisions for America, good, bad, or indifferent, not whining like a little fucking bitch. That's how it's done, you fucking snowflakes. Fuck 'em.
Okay, that's Tony Michaels, and he wears a hat.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's his name. His name is Tony Michaels. He wears a hat that just says "fuck 'em." I'm assuming referring to Republicans, and does those.
That's his phrase. At the
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
Fuck 'em.
and
That's his
he
thing.
just does those 2-camera rants. It
Nice.
just ends it with "fuck 'em." I think about Republicans. It must be because that's who he's talking to all the time, calling them
Man,
snowflakes.
he's got to be first in
Yeah, that's right.
line to take the torch from Gilbert Godfrey when Godfrey retires, right? For
His
guy
voice,
guy
yeah.
with a weird ass voice.
Yeah, his voice is strange.
Yeah, he could do it.
He's first in line for just be. He's like if the DNC made a fake Alex Jones. That's who Tony Michaels is. He's great though. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching his rants. To give you some flavor of the other side of the hashtag Respect Biden hashtag, Kyle Rell on Twitter says, "Imagine unironically tweeting hashtag Respect Biden. LOL, what kind of bootlicker dystopian shit has this app become?" To Kyle's point, it was definitely a coordinated effort by Newsweek, Twitter, and the usual hashtag Respect Biden crew to get this thing trending as high as it did. But, Kyle, that's just how the world works. Also on the other side of the trend here, Hilaria Bryden, MD, says, "I hashtag Respect Biden for not sniffing every little girl." Every has umlauts over it. Just,
Couldn't get them all. It's like
get 'em
Pokemon.
all.
Couldn't have the time.
Yeah.
You don't. You think it's a coordinate? You think you threw that in there that Twitter was?
Well,
involved in
Newsweek
some
published
sort
the
of
article.
coordination?
Newsweek published the article.
You talking about Twitter, like the platform? You
Well,
think
Twitter was always
they said,
suppressing, like
"Let's gas this one."
they suppressed the Hunter Biden article leading up to the election. Pat, do you think Twitter never ever manipulates the trends, even though we've seen it
No, I
time
think
after time in this segment?
William, I think that there's a slight difference between your understanding of what someone might do at a tech organization to either suppress or pour gas
Or
on
promote,
a fire,
yeah.
and probably not this one.
Oh, probably not. Okay. Well, that's according to tech expert at Hard Factor Pat. Related to this trend, Jen Psaki said on Monday.
Tech expert on the show for sure.
Are you?
On the show.
I don't know about
Oh yeah, out tech me. I dare you.
Did you work in software?
Managing nerds and being a nerd are two different
Working
things.
in tech is not working in tech. Jen Psaki said on Monday that it's irresponsible to say that any Americans
tell you.
have been stranded in Afghanistan after the Taliban takeover. So I guess they're all just there on vacation. I'm not sure what the preferred nomenclature is. She did not clarify. She just said not stranded. So
They're not stranded. They're just there. Yeah.
just there. You're not allowed to say
Kinda
they're
like
stranded.
They're waiting on a miracle.
Kind of like I'm not stranded in Austin, Texas. I just waited
Not
to have
stranded.
enough money to move.
Correct,
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah.
It's your fault. Number 3, Joey Chestnut trended on Twitter because of a new negative health study about hot dogs. Mark's going to tell you more about that
Oh,
later.
we'll get to that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, we will. Number 2, the Italian Serie A season kicked off with Inter Milan trouncing the poor Italian club Genoa 4-0, and a bunch of other results, including a Juventus tie they were supposed to win. The season runs through late August. from late August through late May, same as the EPL. So, Italian soccer fans, congratulations. And number one, the cream of the crop today, the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine got full FDA approval on Monday for those 15 and up to get the vaccine. And President Biden encouraged everyone who was waiting for FDA approval to now go get those shots that are available for free to the public still. He also urged private companies to, quote unquote, step up their vaccine requirements, like mandates and stuff, before leaving without taking questions as usual. And despite all the political stuff, the vaccine is probably the only bipartisan thing that really exists in the entire landscape of political issues in 2021. But still,
yeah, good stuff that it got approved, right? That's good.
Yeah, right. You'd think
FDA,
everybody, with it being like the only thing that Democrats or Republicans can agree on, people would be cool with it. No, people are still pretty mad online. Taking it to the internet, Charlie Kirk, just imagine if I have a much smaller face when I'm saying this. How can a vaccine that, according to Axios, has a 42% efficacy rate in July get FDA approval? And then to that, Brad Palumbo quote tweets him and clears it up. Former guest Brad Palumbo, shout out. The Pfizer/Moderna vaccines are at least 95% effective at preventing serious illness and death. That is what matters, not reduced efficacy at preventing symptomatic infection of Delta. So that's very important for people to understand.
It's almost like some people are like rooting for the vaccine to fail. Like, what the fuck is Charlie Kirk's problem?
Yeah.
Like, what are you? You're so goddamn insane that your guy's not in charge right now and he lost, that you want everyone to like fucking die? Like, what is
no, he wants a new house, Mark, and he knows that he has his base and he riles them up, and then they get their wallets out.
You know what's interesting about that, Mark? Speaking of Trump, Alex Jones had some sour words for Trump after Trump encouraged everybody to get the vaccine on Saturday in Alabama. He said, "BS, Trump, that's a lie. My God, maybe you're not that bright. Maybe Trump's actually a dumbass." And that's what he had to say about Trump telling people to get vaccinated. Finally, Ben Shapiro chimes in. He says about 75 doctors in South Florida who walked out in protest after their hospital was flooded with unvaccinated people getting COVID. Basically, like, a lot of people in the medical community are mad at the unvaccinated who are taking up all the hospital beds all the time. And Ben Shapiro says this.
Yeah. And they should be.
Yeah, well, Ben Shapiro thinks otherwise, Mark. He says, if this is the new standard, he tweets, that failure to take measures to alleviate your own health problems are punishable by doctors refusing treatment, the extension of this logic to obesity will certainly be something. So he thinks that if you're going to do this to the unvaccinated,
we'll get to that too.
then you shouldn't treat fat people either for their.
We're gonna get to that in my segment.
Fair's fair. Fair's fair, and that's why I
Coming
need to
from
lose
a twerp with a twerp body. I agree.
Fit Boy Fall coming up, right?
That was interesting.
Never
though,
a better
Will,
time.
that they did that, because doctors, like, they took the power back. They're pissed, right? But it's anti the Hippocratic Oath. I was pretty surprised when they did it. I cheered them on for doing it. Like, hell yeah, man! If you're fed up at your job, but it's one of the only jobs where you take an oath as part of the job to
Yeah. Let me be clear. I think they should be fed up. I don't think they should not treat them.
This is a situation where
they have every right to be angry at these people for not getting vaccinated.
This is a situation where both of them
they should be fired, all of them.
Right. Yeah. They're both wrong. Ben Shapiro and these doctors. And that's today's Cup of Coffee in the Big Time, which was brought to you by Raycon wireless earbuds. When the world gets too loud, I create my own soundtrack by popping in my Raycon wireless earbuds and let the good times roll, frankly. They sound fantastic, and I love music, so it just it powers my day. Sometimes you need music to set the mood for whatever activity you're doing, working out, stretching, taking a conference call on the go. No matter what it is, Raycon is the best way to listen. They come with a bunch of gel tips for your comfort. We discussed this yesterday. Incredible size selection for your ears. And unlike some other brands, they don't stick out of your ears. Raycons have a 32-hour battery life, so you can listen to what you want, when you want, for a really long time. They start at half the price of other premium audio brands, but they sound just as good. And Raycons come with a 45-day happiness guarantee, so you really can't lose. Give them a try. You'll see what I mean. Create your own soundtrack with Raycon. Right now, Hard Factor listeners can get 15% off their Raycon order at buyraycon.com/hardfactor. That's buyraycon.com/hardfactor to save 15% off on Raycons. Buyraycon.com/hardfactor to get in on these wireless earbuds.
Hell yeah. All right, guys, let's do a quick political roundup. A lot of politics going on across the spectrum, from elected officials in the Senate and the House, all the way down to no longer in-office officials at the state level. So as we're taping this, guys, the House is voting on whether to advance the bipartisan infrastructure bill and the larger or broader budget blueprint, a.k.a. the reconciliation package. And 9 moderate Democrats are locked in a standoff with Pelosi because they're saying that they will not back the larger $3.5 trillion budget reconciliation package until the $1 trillion infrastructure bill becomes law, which is passed by the Senate. So it's like they're like, yeah. We'll talk about that one after we get this one through. And Pelosi's saying, no. We are voting on moving forward the reconciliation package, aka the big boy, first, and then after they're going to vote on passing the original smaller boy. And you can guess which 9 Democrats are not down. Manchin,
he's
Semina
a senator,
or whatever. Yeah,
Manchin and Sinema are senators.
Sorry, no. Well, they're leading against Pelosi's anti.
Yeah, the Senate and the House are at odds. The Senate wanted to pass the
nine.
No, who are the 9? Who are the 9 reps that don't agree? Because she needs the rep votes. So the senators.
Yeah,
are
it's
saying
people in the House.
They want
right, but we covered
the Senate already.
We covered this earlier. It's just gotten to the point where it's actually happening, where we're like, she wasn't gonna pass the $1 trillion thing because she wanted the $3.5 trillion thing. This is classic politics. The Senate pushed through the $1 trillion
game of chicken.
thing. It wasn't. Yeah.
They've been saying they're going to do this for the whole time. Basically,
it's Carolyn Boudreaux, Ed Case, Jim Costa, Henry Kuehler, Jared Golden, Vincente. No one knows House members anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But there's 9 of them. It's mad confusing, guys. But things like free universal preschool, mega climate reform, and free community college are on the table, which would make an associate's degree not just figuratively valueless, but also literally valueless. Guys, that's a little joke, right? Because it'd be free community college.
Would be.
Yeah, I got it. It was rude. Is what it was. For
all
the associates out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's valuable if you turn it into a bachelor's, but like it's hard to show up at a job interview and be like, yeah, I got my associates. Where's the gig? That's
but for trades.
Right.
A lot of proud families out there.
You try to write a joke about community college being free. It was the only one I could find.
No,
I went to community college.
It's fair. Good place.
All right. Wall Street, guys, thinks that the moderate 9 are bluffing and says investors should prep for both the infrastructure bill and the $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill. So, all right. Now off to the underage.
Like, they would get so punished by leadership if they actually stood in their way. So they're going to have to cave.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting that it's happening. I mean, like, I just feel like they're gonna go for both.
Well, they're definitely,
but they're pretty much
going to push it through in the Senate.
Yeah, no, they can because it's a budget bill, West. So there's no filibuster on a budget bill, West. That's why they're trying to put everything into that $3.5 trillion to get it passed. So the only bipartisan part of it at all, and it was only a few of the senators, was the infrastructure thing that already passed the Senate. Now Pelosi and Schumer's plan is to bull through this that doesn't need a bipartisan approval, the reconciliation package, the budget package, and then afterwards, I guess push through the infrastructure as well. But I mean, maybe Nancy would hold it back if she. I don't know. It's weird why she needs this to go through first.
She's asking them to vote on the 3.5 reconciliation bill to move that forward before they vote on making the infrastructure bill law.
She's worried that they're never going to, if they sign the $1 trillion
they're like, that's enough.
They're not going to. They won't. The Senate won't approve the $3.5 trillion thing. So now she's doing the classic like Aesop fable where it's like, fine, then we'll get none of them approved.
It's all politics,
right?
Politics.
Yeah. So
it's
people
classic
are pissed.
Politics 101. Yeah.
The infrastructure bill is going to be $500 billion for new roads. So if you're a rollerblader, get ready because lots of smooth, seal-coated surfaces all over the country, guys. All right, now off to the underage girl-loving, prostitute-humping, cocaine-snorting, sex trafficking, while simultaneously solo no-voting on a 2017 sex trafficking legislation bill, sister-in-law pimping congressperson from Florida, Matt Gaetz. We talked about him yesterday, and he's back. Related to his marriage that we talked about yesterday. And perhaps what is the ultimate act of political cuckery, Gaetz told Vanity Fair that before proposing to his now wife, Ginger Lucky, at the Trump-owned resort Mar-a-Lago, where they also met, Gaetz asked for Trump's permission to propose to his wife.
Why?
Saying, quote, "You never want to upstage the big guy."
He's kissing the ring.
Yeah, he's kissing the ring. Yeah, I don't know, bro. He better ask her dad, because if he only asked Trump and not her dad, you don't want to read that Vanity Fair. You know,
well, who is her dad? Maybe
what
her
a
dad
pussy!
would be like,
What
I
a
defer
pussy!
to Trump.
He's a lucky guy. That much I know. Well, all right. The big time audit of Arizona's Maricopa counties related to the fraudulent election that took place last year. The sham audit is being called. Results were due today from the Cyber Ninjas, which is a company that was commissioned by the Republican-led Arizona State Senate to essentially, bring an audit of Maricopa County, potentially overturning the election. Maybe, probably not, definitely not. But it turns out that 2 of the 5-person audit team from the Cyber Ninjas have contracted COVID and are, quote, quite sick. So they're going to delay the results. Sorry, we're not going to really finally know what happened in Maricopa County for a little bit. Officials on both sides of the aisle have said for months that the results from the audit from the Florida-based company Cyber Ninjas, who literally has no experience auditing election results in any way, shape, or form, will not be credible. So, and handsy Andy, guys. Cuomo gave his final remarks as the governor of New York, saying, quote, "A firecracker can start a stampede, but at one point everyone looks around and says, why are we running? The truth is ultimately always revealed." He added a silver lining is some of the ladies running may have forgotten their bras. Am I right?
Oh, you are right.
Yeah, thank God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his successor, Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul, will be sworn in during a private ceremony Tuesday. She'll be the state's first female governor. Cuomo will be leaving behind a decade-long career as governor of New York, a terrible and shameful handling of COVID, a book championing his handling of that same COVID, and apparently his dog.
Oh,
Yeah, saw that.
Not good. According to a report from the Albany Times-Union on Sunday, Cuomo had asked staff members at the executive mansion if anyone wanted to keep this thing.
Hey, it's a bonus dog for them.
To
It's a
his
bonus
dog, Captain, who has remained at the state-owned residence after the governor moved out last week. I guess he was trying to give the dog away. Richard, as a party, a spokesperson for the governor,
likes the party? What?
This guy's name is Azzo Party, A-Z-Z-O Party.
Ass party?
Yeah, Dick Azzo Party. Richard Azzo Party. He's a spokesperson for the governor. He said, quote, "Captain is part of the governor's family, and for your nameless, ill-informed source to imply they've been trying to give him away is untrue. Someone offered to watch him for a few days while the transition was going on, but for that to be weaponized and more from a game of telephone into the pages of your paper is absurd. Now, excuse us, we're preparing for a major storm." Of course, talking about the hurricane that hit the coast this weekend. Turns out the source, who was unnamed, was a state police source, right? People who work in the mansion. And 2 of them said that he tried to give the dog away. Police sources backed up.
Yikes.
They doubled down on their claims, saying that he tried giving the dog to a mansion employee, and apparently the employee took the dog home and it didn't work. The dog walks him. He don't walk the dog.
The dog's a biter. Just
Yeah,
like
Problem. It's a problem.
Well, that's the great part about
It's
it.
a big, like,
apparently
husky-
the dog
He's a liquor, too.
Yeah.
the dog had nipped at several
Several.
state police members, and the governor would just laugh. So
classic
essentially the
Cuomo.
cops, that was their get back.
Classic Cuomo. He has such an unruly dog, and then he tries to fucking leave it at the house he's moving out from on his way out from a disgraceful resign when he said
The
he'll
dog's
be
as
proven right in
grabby as he
time.
is.
Does anyone want Captain?
Someone's going
What's
to have
your
to take care of Captain when he's at the European sex parties for weeks, though. I mean,
His name's Captain, right? Your Captain, right? Does
also,
anyone want
Pat,
Captain?
didn't he, the farewell speech, didn't he pull a Trump and say it was a witch hunt and that the
he said
investigators are full of
he'll be
shit,
exonerated
and that
in time. Yeah.
He'll be proven innocent, and that
Yeah,
it was
he
a
couldn't
bullshit,
help
it was a
himself.
bullshit- It was a bullshit investigation.
He couldn't help himself. He was definitely like, anyone should be able to make an accusation, but not these accusations.
It was an
And then he's
on-brand
like,
Cuomo
Laura,
resignation.
I didn't
Pretty
touch you.
disgraceful exit. Where he
Leaves his dog.
He didn't take any accountability. Leaves the dog. Just really disgraceful, shameful stuff from.
Yeah.
He can
Cuomo.
run again, though, because he wasn't impeached, so he might be back.
Oh, that would be
Who
amazing.
cares? He's like 68.
And that's why they say he may have resigned, because he didn't want to get impeached so he could run again.
Get out. Dude, it's not about the touching, which is bad. It's about the COVID bullshit. He killed people.
Could you imagine?
It's about the COVID and the touching and his character on the way out and the dog. It's about
what if in 2026 Trump is president and Cuomo is governor of New York? Could you imagine that?
Why do you keep wishing these?
I'm not wishing it. I'm not wishing it. I'm just thinking it's amazing that it's even a possibility. It's amazing to me that it's a possibility.
Come on. No, that'll be terrible.
That would really require some sort of special circumstances. And guys, there's a specialist for just about everything, right?
Yes.
When my car breaks down, go to the mechanic. When there's a problem with the shower, call the plumber. So when you want to get your uneven, crooked teeth fixed, you go to an orthodontist. They're the specialists. And that's what sets Candid, the invisible, comfortable, and removable aligners, above the rest. It's different. So, while poorly reviewed or insanely priced clear aligner companies use general dentists, Candid only works with orthodontists. And with Candid, the same orthodontist who created your plan is with you from start to finish. You never have to wonder how you're doing. Your treatment is prescribed and closely monitored remotely by a licensed orthodontist who's an expert in tooth movement. And you can book an appointment at the Candid studio near you and do everything. Or you can do everything from the comfort and convenience of your own home. So you can video chat with them. So the average Candid treatment's just 6 months. You'll start seeing results way before then, and it costs thousands less than traditional braces. And with your aligner treatment, you'll get Candid's teeth whitening for free. So here's the deal, gentlemen and ladies. If you didn't get braces as a kid, or you got braces and your teeth moved and you're an adult, this is for you. This is the thing. This is not nearly as expensive as traditional braces. It's just 6 months. If you're in the dating pool, you're feeling down about yourself, you want to upgrade your look a little bit, this is an awesome and really life-changing way to do it. Teeth are one of the first things that a potential partner looks at when they're checking you out. So think about Candid. Candid can help you get the straighter, brighter smile you've always wanted right now. And you can save $75 on your Candid starter kit, which is insane. And you can get started from home, or you can book an appointment at a Candid studio near you today. All you have to do is go to candidco.com/hardfactor, one word, and use code HARDFACTOR. That's candidco.com/hardfactor. Throw the code HARDFACTOR in there and take advantage of this limited time offer to save $75 on your starter kit. candidco.com/hardfactor.
Okay. We need to talk about a study that was recently put out. We covered a lot of alarming studies and reports in the past, like on diseases, like COVID stuff, and climate, right? The world's going to end, and effects of alcohol being bad for you or whatever. Some really alarming ones. But this one right here probably takes the cake in bad news. And to be honest, I just don't know if I believe it. It's that bad, and I just don't know if I don't know if I can believe it. Some assholes put out a report stating that the amount of times and minutes you are gaining, they state the amount of times and minutes you're gaining or losing in life per servings of different types of foods. And not surprisingly, processed meats and sugary drinks top the list of foods that kill you the quickest or take away minutes from your life. But it's the sheer amount of minutes per serving that is really alarming. The study claims that one hot dog takes 35 minutes off of your life. So 2 hot dogs and you're well over an hour.
Jesus. Yeah, but I mean, well, it takes you probably like 5 minutes to eat a hot dog.
So you're net down
minutes, so. You get a little back.
You're net down 30
Is that how long it takes you, Wes?
Oh,
about
you just ate a bonus dog.
Well, bonus dog.
He just bonus dog.
With the bun. If I'm not shoving them down my throat.
I mean, that's pretty. So how long let's time him. It's taken him about 20 seconds maybe so far.
There's one
dog
gone.
Okay, I was about 20
So researchers
seconds.
from the University of Michigan. Yeah.
So you're down
But
net
34
minutes and 20 seconds of life.
35-20.
Oh,
35-20. Researchers from the University of Michigan School of Public Health Department of Environmental Health Sciences published findings in the Nature journal detailing their newly developed Health Nutritional Index, the NHI, which to me sounds like a bunch of bullshit. It's horrible news for the boys here and for Team Bonus Dog. Our mini dog competition live stream now looks like it was a mass suicide attempt.
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, how many dogs was it? It was a lot of dogs. It was like 40 for me.
We took weeks off of our lives.
Yeah. Did they have a mini dog
Joey
converter
Chestnut.
on there? Yeah, I mean.
No, but let's just say 4 mini dogs.
3 to 1, 4 to 1, yeah.
Look at this. Joey Chestnut over here. Here's a picture of him. he just broke his record and had 76. Here, let's take it to the internet. Joey Chestnut died 75 years ago, according to this. Right? Right? That's what Jordan says on the internet. But I mean, look at this picture of fucking Joey Chestnut. Every year he goes out to like do his competition. He's got a plate full of 100 hot dogs right there. That's like a week off his life.
Yeah.
What are they doing this for? Why are they doing
Why'd they do this? 15,000 hot dogs equals a year off your life. Joey Chestnut has had well over 1,000 in competitions.
No. But it can't be that way if you also exercise, right? Because what if you were burning calories?
Right.
Yeah, I don't see how it's even believable.
Okay. Well, Mark's taking.
Mark's eating a bonus dog right
already
now.
Bonus, this
He's
is
just down to
one, Pat.
That's the second one.
Yeah, shit! I had a crying baby.
He's taking off
two bonus
he's
dogs.
Taking off an hour. He's taking off over
That's
an
what
hour.
I think about this study.
70 minutes already gone, and that only took you like 30 seconds total to eat both dogs.
Oh yeah, you can kill yourself pretty quickly from these clips. Chestnut ate 76 dogs on the 4th of July. I did the math. He lost over 44 hours of his life on the 4th of July, according to these pricks. That's 2 days. In 10 minutes, he lost 2 days. But I don't know. Good news. Good news for fans of fish, fruits, and mixed veggies. Those actually add time to your life. So there are some foods that add minutes to your life, while there are some that subtract it. For example,
this is a bullshit study. This is bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Right, this sounds like
it's
this
bullshit.
is paid for.
Right, a peanut butter and jelly
definitely.
sandwich apparently adds 33 minutes to your
Shut
life. So
the
if you
fuck
eat one
up.
hot dog, and then you chase
fuck up. No.
and then you chase it with a PB&J, you're like net even.
Especially if you're
This
using
was made by
Smucker's
peanut
brand
butter.
jelly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
These
Jif.
people
This
are
was made by
evil.
Big Peanut Butter.
Imagine if
Yeah.
you thought that peanut butter and jellies added 30 minutes to your life and you just did nothing but eat peanut butter and jellies. You would be the fattest
On
dude
white bread?
ever.
On Wonder Bread.
It would be a problem.
I want to live forever.
Not now, honey.
1,000 pounds of shoveling PBJs in your mouth.
Extending my life.
As if all this wasn't enough, they drove the knife in deeper and then twisted it by saying that foods with poor nutritional value and production are also linked to high environmental impacts like greenhouse gases and emissions, which they are saying is beef, processed meat, pork, lamb, and cheese. So anything good, they're saying you're also destroying the environment. I don't know.
Who did this study, Mark? Who? What name?
Yeah.
Michigan, like people from the University of Michigan.
God.
Jeez.
Do you want? Here's like
Disgusting.
how they calculate it. If anyone cares, I had that in case Pat asks. I know he likes to ask the hard questions. Oh, I'm gone again.
How'd they calculate it, Mark?
This is they killed me. I'm offline again.
You just tell me.
Deleted himself again from the stream.
It doesn't. I can't do this Riverside anymore, guys. It's not. It doesn't work for me.
Come back in.
Shit.
Just rejoin. Do you have more of the story
okay.
before
doesn't
you're
work.
done talking? Okay.
He'll be back in a second.
I think that story.
Every
We lost
time
Mark.
it
He'll be
restarts
back.
me. Now I'm like now that's
There you
three.
go.
That's 3 files for me. They all start over. So I'm gonna have to do a tail. We didn't get a tail clap on that last one. But now,
I wouldn't worry about it.
okay.
I'll handle it.
So here's how they calculated it, if anyone cares. Researchers used 15 dietary risk factors and disease burden estimates from the global burden of disease and combined them with the nutrition profiles of foods consumed in the United States based on the What We Eat in America database of the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. Did you get all that?
Not really. So they did. This is a lazy ass study. They did like some kind of calculation based on a list of foods that people eat. Basically, is that what I just heard?
It sounds like it's like they're like, oh man, these people are dying, right? And this is what they ate. That's
Yeah,
what
like
they're doing?
if you had a back pain, like if you go on the chart, like people that had back pain or like neck pain or like breathing issues and all these different things, they just like asked them, I think, what they ate, and then they came up with some calculation. Okay. It doesn't really.
It's
make
bullshit study.
Get this trash
It's
out
a
of here.
bullshit
Yeah.
study.
It's
University
bullshit.
of Michigan.
Yeah.
100% bullshit. Why did they even publish that?
I don't know.
How much did they say cigarettes used to take off your life?
11
it was like
minutes
one
a
cigarette
cigarette.
was 11 minutes a cigarette.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
They're
Mark?
saying
What was it, Mark?
hot dogs triple as bad as a cigarette.
Well, they're also saying that the peanut butter and jelly adding time to your life is the most offensive part of that study. How?
It's
how?
nuts.
33 minutes for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
What's the food item that was the most egregious that they said added time? Like a fucking milkshake? Like what else?
We'd have to look. Yeah, we'd have to look at the chart. The chart ranged from one serving killing you by 75 minutes was the worst, and the highest gain was by 80 minutes. They claim there's a piece of food that can get you your life 80 minutes per serving.
Wouldn't you just eat that
Seems
nonstop?
Yes, you would. I think Michigan is telling you to eat that nonstop.
So if you just eat PB&Js and then whatever the top food is in their chart, then you'd live forever. They're such liars.
You live to infinity. Yeah. I guess the people in Italy have been eating PB&Js behind our back because they live forever.
That's dangerous.
One way to stick it to those. It's bullshit. You know what? One way to stick it. Oh wait, there's one more. Take it to the internet here. Taking it to the internet, we have. Let's see, from Scott at Hard Factor Mark, sending you thoughts and prayers.
Yes. Yeah. Good point, Scott. Yeah. It's tough for bonus dog, Borgie.
The bonus dog don't like that.
Big
you know,
blow
one
to
way
the
to
bonus
stick it to
dog
those
lifestyle.
assholes. Big blow to the bonus dog brand and lifestyle. That is some bullshit. I got to be a PP&J guy now. You can stick it to them by going out and getting yourself a couple nice cuts of steak from the grocery store and then seasoning it with a full bore barbecue. You know what I mean? Fuck them. Fuck those assholes. Good full bore barbecue. It's proof that the American dream is still alive when you have a superior product mixed with unstoppable work ethic. What started with a group of high school friends trying their hand at a local barbecue competition has turned into a company that is trusted everywhere and is known to make you the star of your backyard, baby. Will's going to show you a couple sauces here, a couple rubs.
City.
Their sauce and rub combinations might as well be
BBQ.
peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Might as well be. They go together that well. Classic flavors with that extra something that puts them over the top with a wall of trophies and hardware to prove it. They have got over 30,000 units sold and enjoyed nationwide in the past year. They have the best damn rubs and sauces you will ever allow to tickle your taste buds. It's one small business working with another small business, trying to support each other. Go out and get it. The full bore sauces and rubs are delicious. I've tried them on chicken, I've tried them on pork, and I've tried them on steak. And they are very, very good. They can be found in almost 300 retail stores, but if you can't find them in your store, it's super easy to go on their website and get them shipped to you. You can rub it in. Follow them on Instagram at Full Bore Barbecue Products for fan features and at Full Bore Barbecue to see more of their work. And they're offering Hard Factor listeners 10% off your first entire order using promo code FACTOR. So stop forcing down that sweet baby raise and support a fellow Hard Factor listener by visiting Full Bore, that's like the pig, BOAR, BBQproducts.com. So Full Bore BBQ products.com. That's full bore like a pig, bbqproducts.com to order yours today, and let's barbecue everything, including that report. If you get your hands on it, print it up and slather some of that full bore sauce on it and eat that.
If you
paper.
find the people that made that, go ask them to watch you eat 15 peanut butter and jellies, and then at the end of it, ask them, "Hey, did I just add like 8 hours to my life?" There's no chance.
Apparently,
no. Like, wouldn't you give you could go?
I don't believe it.
You'll get diabetes
I
if
don't
you eat
believe
that
It's
many.
a very upsetting study.
Yeah.
Bonus dog lives on. Don't buy into it, everyone.
I just can't stop thinking about what a tough time Pat's going to have promoting this new platform now that Mark's dropped 3 times.
Oh, I'm not supporting Riverside anymore.
Oh no!
It's been brutal.
He's got his work cut out for him. All right, let's go to the TikTok international moment. You guys are hikers, right? Big hikers in this group.
Huge.
I know Will likes a good hike.
Huge.
Yeah. It's been smoky in Reno for like a month and a half, but I'd love to go on a hike. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys knew this. I once did 5 days on the Appalachian Trail in the Great Smokies.
Wow.
No big deal. Pretty impressive. Saw a black bear. But we had to cut the trip short due to one of our guys almost freezing to death one night due to being underprepared for the nights up there. Very important to be prepared when climbing mountains, which brings me to my first story in Sweden, where 6 Irish hikers had to be rescued from the top of Sweden's highest mountain called Kebnekaise. Kebnekaise.
Wait,
That's it.
I even put it in like ways I can understand
You
it.
sound
And I
like
can
Michael
even do
Jackson.
Kebnekaise.
Okay.
Kebnekaise. Yeah, it's at 2,100 feet above sea level. Child's play, really, compared to the 6,000 plus feet peaks I was summiting on the AT. That's what us pro hikers call it, the AT.
Did you say 2,100
at any rate,
feet above sea level? 20
Yeah.
2100?
That's
That's
pretty
like a hill.
2100.
It's tiny.
It's very small. Yeah. Yeah. So at any rate, the group of 6 likely hungover Irish friends set off on Sunday to summit the giant peak. But on their way down, the weather conditions took a bad turn, and they got separated because clearly the strong hikers left the slower hikers for dead. Otherwise, it's almost impossible to get separated hiking. That's just how it happens. You leave someone behind.
This is supposed to be a short walk.
Well, to put it into perspective,
like
the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, is 2,700 feet high. So they couldn't even make it there.
Well, a mile is 5,200 feet, so it's like 2,100 feet's like a third of a mile. Or
2,000-foot climb is probably big, but if you're like on a trail, it's just like walking up a big hill.
It takes you a few hours.
It's a quarter of the way to Denver.
Exactly.
Right. So at they were able to use a cell phone. They got separated. They were able to use a cell phone to call for help, but not before spending a long night in the mountain at 14-degree temps, which really must have sucked for one moron who was wearing shorts because he didn't think this was going to happen, obviously. Also, luckily for the hikers, the Swedes are prepared for hordes of drunk Irishmen who flock there at the start of autumn and have a little hut set up there just in case this happens. The president of the Swedish Mountain Rescuers National Organization said that this is a common thing at this time of year. And, quote, they had bad equipment, bad clothing. The mountain rescuer in that area had to watch last night because they couldn't get the helicopter up because it was too cloudy. They got airlifted. Everyone's fine. Like I said, not even as tall as the world's tallest. They got airlifted. Basically, somebody couldn't handle it, and they fucked the rest of the group. So they were like, we can't leave this one person behind.
Some big, strong guys came up there and piggybacked them down.
Yeah. This happens all over the place. I went on a bachelor party in Catalina Island, and they have a very similar hike to this, like to the top of like the island, I guess, like to the peak of it, where it's like, it's a big, it's like a hike that most like people, the average person wouldn't want to walk it, but like it's not
Any hike you
that
can get dehydrated. Yeah, that's true. Did you hear about the cop that went on like a Tinder date with some girl from out of town and left her to die on the trail last week?
Oh yeah. No,
Utah.
Yeah, in Utah.
I think he went on a Tinder date with her and then she disappeared. I think
found
she
her
did.
body. He might have killed her. They don't know yet, but like he just left her, quote unquote. Oh, and I popped off. Okay.
There's the peak.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, that's impressive.
2,100 feet. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to France for a great one. Actually, this is actually a really feel-good one. American-born French performer Josephine Baker. Pat, I'll have to pop in the video later. Quite a beautiful lady. You just got to trust me on that. Will be entered into Paris's Pantheon mausoleum, making her the first black woman to receive that prestigious honor. The Pantheon is where the French bury their most iconic figures, and Baker will be just the 6th woman to be bestowed with that honor among 80 or so other men and women and other heroes of French culture and achievement. Josephine was born in St. Louis in 1906 and rose to international stardom in the 1930s after moving to France to pursue a career in show business. She was also a resistance fighter for her adopted country, France, during World War II, fighting for the Nazis. I have a picture of her in her military uniform, and had a role in the civil rights movement in the U.S., marching alongside Martin Luther King Jr., and was there for his I Have a Dream speech.
Do you want to roll that one
1960s.
back? What did you say about the Nazis?
She was was fought against the Nazis.
Oh, I thought you said alongside the Nazis.
No, she marched alongside Martin Luther King.
That would have been a big turnaround, fighting with the Nazis, then MLK.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh yeah,
immediately.
I heard.
It would have been
maybe
bad.
I misheard it.
Yeah. You must have. Maybe I said it wrong. I don't know. But don't worry, guys. They're not going to dig her body up and move her to the Pantheon. That would be in bad taste. Her actual resting place will remain in Monaco, and a plaque will be installed at the Pantheon this November. Baker has been on the list of possible inductees since 2013, and only the French president can give the final approval. So after 8 years and over 38,000 signatures, Macron finally did the right thing, it seems. Like I said, she gained stardom in the 20s and 30s because, frankly, the French had never seen a sister move like that on stage, and were very impressed with her provocative moves. During the war, Baker used her celebrity connections to gather information on German troop movements, which she passed on, scribbled on musical scores. She died in 1975 and was given a full military French honor at her funeral. R.I.P. to a great woman. Glad she finally got what she clearly deserved.
Macron's wife was probably a fan. She probably saw her live.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll joke about how old Macron's wife is.
Dude, she's an older lady.
She saw her.
She's up there.
Perform.
That's right. And now, finally, to Tanzania, where President Samia Suluhu Hassan. I'm going to see if I can pull this one up because it's pretty good. There she is. You guys see her, right? She is a nice-looking lady, right? Really nice-looking lady.
Very upset
not really. She looks pretty mean.
She was looking at in that photo.
Yeah, she's mean. And she is a 61-year-old first female leader of Tanzania. She made some remarks while hosting Tanzania's under-23 men's football team. And during that match, Samia said that while female footballers were making the East African country proud by winning trophies, they did not stand a chance of getting married because of the way they looked. Quote, "If we bring them here and line them up for those with flat chests, you might think they are men, not women," she said. She went on to say, while some sportswomen were married, most of them were not. Quote, "And for the way they are, a life of marriage is just a dream. And if you look at their faces, you might wonder, because if you want to marry, you want someone who is attractive, a lady who has qualities that you want." She added that for women footballers, those qualities have disappeared. And let me see if I can just get, this is a picture of the...
Was their record improved?
Nope, that's not. That's the Josephine Baker. Let me see if I can find. No, hang on.
We're struggling.
Tanzania's female national team.
There's a picture of their football. Their lady football team.
That's the guys. You son of a bitch. Come on.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
so she for real was saying that about the women's team.
It's their flat chest and huge penises that
she was for real just hating on them.
Team.
Like, I mean, imagine if like Trump said something about like that about Rapinoe, that she's got no chance of getting married. So of course everyone was up in arms and said that it was a disgrace, that a leader should not be talking like the women.
Right.
Like this,
she's like not.
She's in some trouble.
Women's team. Interesting from a woman president.
She's calling them ugly. She's calling them fat, flat-chested, ugly broads that will never get married.
Sounds like she thinks women athletes are a waste of time. Basically, that's her opinion. It seems like.
Yeah.
She's like,
they shouldn't be playing sports. Will they should be?
That's what she was
developing
saying.
Their breasts and cooking.
Yeah. Like, you need to be.
Maybe if they stopped running so much, the sweat glands would develop a little better in the chest area.
Maybe if you could cook better instead of run so fast, you'd actually have some boobs. That's what.
Right.
That's what,
yeah. Bunch of Marla hooches out there.
That's what she was.
Singing to Nelson.
Definitely what she was implying.
Singing to Nelson. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Thank you again. Like we said at the top, hey, join the Patreon, patreon.com/Hard Factor. We're making some cash in there. A little gambling, a little crypto tips hitting. So, it pays for itself basically if you get in there.
You follow Wes's golf
and there's also lots of other great.
Tony Finau paid for over a year of Patreon.
Oh, big time!
Over a year.
Yeah. Gaylord made a bunch of money. Yeah, it was a good week for betting, and there's all kinds of gambling talk and other talk on there. So check it out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't forget to sign up for Green Room. Tomorrow we'll be on there. Don't know what topic, but
peanut butter
5
jelly
p.m.
sandwich,
Eastern.
that bet. Forever lasting life. The fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, morons.
I'm gonna go make a PB.
Anyway, we love you. Yeah, make one. I might too. Big tall glass of milk. Anyway, we love you guys. Have a great fucking day.